Emma Obibia Kwaba, senior Winimino, Dr. Ren, and eminent lawyer Francis. Saturdays, your legal education, and Yabomodia Ashe Asie. Na mamema Obibia Akwaba. Teachu, yen yanama mo share your TikTok. Miss Shemwa, moba. Mon tapu tapu suna mon share. Mon tapu tapu suna mon share. Senia algorithm no bibi mo. Na yen yanamo a ehia eye emremu eye adisuano. Woman so enye bi ashe. Quickly, mami acknowledge the presence of a ye maame ɛyɛ Afro mam all the way wɔ Germany. Yɛn nuanom a mo nso mo aba abɛka yɛn nsa nyinaa nso mema mo nyinaa mo akɔ aba. Mo a mo nso mo hwɛ yɛn ɛwɔ Facebook, YouTube, Dr. Ren TV nso mema mo nyinaa mo akɔ aba. Maame mkyia Mama Rita ɛwɔ ha sei, Sana Frank nso ɛwɔ ha sei, Rose nso wɔ ha sei. Michelle wa oba abɔmmɔden a na tap so na share ɛfa ma yɛn. Lawyer Francis Efri FB Solicitors ɛna yɛne no atwitwe nkɔmmɔ. Wednesdays 7 to 8 p.m. Saturdays 12 to 1 p.m. na yɛde legal education no aba. Makajo say we United Kingdom now when you have a British passport you need a lawyer, and the lawyer I recommend a lawyer Francis afei so akwanya bi nso aba ma yenu anama wo Ghana wo fie a wo betimi aba be kan yensa e wo United Kingdom no so aba be ye adwuma eno nso akwanya no e wo ho wonya na wotimi nya certificate of sponsorship you contact lawyer Francis na wa guide you no aboa ama wa aba be kan ye ho e wo United Kingdom kroimu so pepepe na yenko niema lawyer Francis Akwaba lawyer yemo Akwaba apom ti say
ya onua obo ade ada roma ene ode ache na sinkuto na yede ebema no apomu eye na also side o kosen
mensu nyame adom yensu yehu ye pa lawyer na eja nkofo no ebo nkomo se enche bronya ebeba Ghana fo e wa hai bebre no anso e wa Ghana anso person behu snow enti bi ma ye wa de frefrem say na certificate of sponsorship no akwenya ben no mbesu benye bi adirect wo mso mo nko website wo na eja wo mo modia no mo hwe adwuma efete wo mo ankasa adwuma wo mo ye na omutiminya na mo contact FB solicitors lawyer mame eni nkan emma yetiefo ne ahwefo nyina akwa aba eno nso platform ni nyina so ye mom nyina akwa aba na we part 2 ewo ene yedwumedi ba be di part 1 no ye hyase na no kukuada Wednesday we began the part 1 of the overview of the family justice system in the United Kingdom. This is the continuation we the part 2 enti mesemo amo enhye no nso emfa emaye na ope FB solicitors echi akwan a enye yira akwan kra oba UK omo backing na omo address eni ebebi a onunsa ebekan yen yewo suite E and F the clock house yewo the 3rd floor na your postcode IG 118EQ IG 118EQ backing. Pay your office line no your telephone office line no 0208 264 4800. Your lawyer Francis number 079 46 77 2439 079 46 77 2439. Lawyer Francis telephone number I don't know. Enti wo frɛ no e the mobile line na wo sanka no a na wa bomodia afrɛ office line ebia na owo court. Na pay dia the nearest train station Barking train station. Timisre wa hyɛ so efa emaye. Now welcome into self love Sarah ye mamu nyina mo akwaba ye nuanu ma mo hwe nso ewo YouTube nso ye mo bibia akwaba lawyer ene yemfa ye nkomo no nhya ase na ye musa se any update ana
yo meda say Dr. Rain enchia kese koma wati for ahwefo our platform no, and I mentioned my platform no from FB solicitors. Yeguswa your family law, you see this month, you're dedicated for that, no.
Mm,
But before then, we can still chip in immigration updates, koso, ne, Nioma Bebrea, ba. Because still no tembia me bana me kase yenye ahweye a menim de eko ene
mm,
because of cases aba manim no tia na I don't want a situation yenua no be victim of it but sabi enye nyina na uka omutie but ye de ase ye no ye as a community but wobɛgyaagyaa wo ho ama nneɛma afa w'ase a obi bɛseɛ wala o wala yo before sɛ mede update no bɛba mepɛ sɛ mema obiara yɛ aware sɛ nnipa bɔneni bi ɛrekɔ so de yɛ ne ho scammer
mm,
sɛ lawyer Francis ɛreba abɛyɛ Zoom meeting first na yɛ alata accent sese
mm,
wɔabɔ mmɔden apɛ yɛn nuanom Ghanani bi ɔbaa bi aka ho a ɔreka twi ɛrekyerɛ yɛn nuanom sɛ me wɔyɛ adwuma ma me na meba abɛyɛ Zoom meeting mesrɛ mo yɛnyɛ very careful yɛma yɛni ɛnna hɔ
mm,
biribiara saa ba a ma memfrɛ lawyer Francis mewɔ ne number ma memmusa no sɛ yɛampa a because ɛbɛyɛ ya sɛ wo sika a waboaboa no ne wo nneɛma a woyɛ na obi bɛbɔ into wo phone ne so a obɛwia ne nyinaa afiri so
mm,
mesrɛ mo yɛma yɛni ɛnna hɔ for the past 2 months asɛm a meka no na wogyaagyaa ho na ɔbɔ mmɔden awura wo phone no mu a nneɛma a ɔde bɛyɛ no nyame n'anim
mm,
nti mesrɛ mo a yɛma yɛni ɛnna hɔnom yo ɛno ɛntɔ ɛnkɔda yɛmmra yɛ updates no especially immigration yo ɛnkyɛe biara na government no issue a statement of changes na so far no yɛhwɛ from the year na up to now ama ɔde certain dates bi aba a ɔpɛ sɛ wɔ implement ne changes no nti mepɛ sɛ date no yɛhyehyɛhyehyɛ ne nso
mm,
wohwɛ ma 14th of October 2025 yi a ɛtwa mu kɔɔ yi ɔkaa sɛ visit aban no ɛkaa sɛ visit visa requirement for Botswana nationals ɛno ne yɛ policy a wɔn de aba it take effect on the 14th of October 2025
mm,
ɛna bio mu nso no wasa introduce biribi a ɛfrɛ no high potential individual route expansion taking effect on the 4th of November. Into just
mm,
this week here, and it taking effect. But before then, no, I think sir, maybe bro. So what is all about the high potential uh visa, no? Because ɛno no ɛboa ɛma yɛn nuanom a wɔkɔ universities bi sɛ at least wɔbɛtumi apply aba UK ha aba abɛsua abɛyɛ adwuma nti sɛ maame nhwɛ na me nsa nsi so biom for the benefit of ɔnɛ wɔn a wɔtie me ɔsɛ
mm,
high potential individual which is HPI visa no ɔsɛ high potential individual visa no gives you permission to stay in the UK for 2 years. To apply, you must have been awarded a qualification by an eligible university in the last 5 years. There is a yearly limit on applications for this visa. The application year runs between 1st November and 31st October. If the limit has been reached, you will be told when you apply online. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ Home Office ɔmo ma akwangya for high potential individual visa no.
mhm,
Na ɔmo de quota, yɛka quota, ɔmo de taboɔ ato so. Say yeah penipa 2,000. Inti say who apply na nipa 2,000 na so a omo ka kire wo. Na de bia no wan koboka. Inti how long you can stay because say na a prestigious university bi a wo call ye. Ena ubetumi use dey apply abeye adwuma wo UK. Na your visa no almost say for 2 years. For 2 years. And I see if you have a PhD or other doctoral qualification, it will last for 3 years. Into postgraduate, undergraduate now wa qualify no. Wo visa no ye de ma wa ubenya 2 years. But we PhD doctoral thesis
yeah.
no ye de be ma 3 years.
Okay.
And I say with an HPI visa, you can work in most jobs. You don't need COS. And the actual difference is similar to the graduate visa. No? But when no difference with the graduate visa, no, say, call university be almost classify no as prestigious university. And that's the difference. But when it comes to graduate one now, a high potential individual now, I was saying we call a certain university all around the world. The other time you so
yeah.
Inti difference woman is a graduate one here UK universities. But when it comes to high potential individual visa now, and only outside UK universities be classified as prestigious universities. Yo, etimi unya service ana etimi ma wuye adwuma bi a opese wuye ewo UK ha and limite o. Ena wo hia COS.
Okay.
Ena ubetumi based on that visa, ubetumi aye wo as a self-employed. Wa be ye wadwuma ewo UK ha. Ena ubetumi de wo kafo ene wo ma aka ho. Se wo pese voluntary so a ubetumi voluntary work. And the biom so no se wo ba na pese otututu kwan ni ade akwan gya wo ho no mo ubetumi atu ekwan. Now I say your qualification must be at the same level of a UK bachelor's degree, a UK postgraduate degree, a UK PhD or doctorate. In Tisana Mekano, the same requirement with graduate visa no. But the difference woman is graduate visa no internal, which is within UK universities. But high potential individual visa no university be a outside UK are buying agiatum as prestigious universities.
Okay.
And ya seman kamebo the other time mebo so.
Yeah.
But in order to save time no, for a year na next time no, say kwan woman, then we will do that. And another change is eba any sa graduate route, almost say from 1st of January 2027. Say who apply for graduate visa now, you mau 2 years.
Okay.
Which is postgraduate and undergraduate or graduate. But who your PhD, doctorate, you mau 3 years. And when it comes to the changes of Modebano, from 1st of January 2027, instead of 2 years, you have 18 months. Into application be a year before say 1st of January 2027, abba. And yes, sir, we after that now, wo application, we benya 18 months, but we nya 2 years na ye de ma amanfo no.
Okay.
Yo, yes, I have a couple of changes omode eba. Because say no, setting up dates omode yes ade ni nyina. Na I hope say na home and emfa wase. Yo, another one no bibia your friend no the new part suitability requirement no. Almost on the 11th of November, which is next week Tuesday no. Omode insakrai kakra eba. Inti global talent route, prestigious route, seasonal worker route. Palestine added to the Visa National German school and that kind of thing. Changes omode ba ni say omobe check suitability.
Lawyer no obi bisa say sa eye ensemi abosu yi link bi wo for such an application ana.
Occurs a link be for such an application. Sign up as watcher.
Efa that PhD akwan obefa so sa PhD a bobo no. Is it any pan be contact the school and say
What
already
it is in say you sure highly potential individual visa now. You see prestigious school now will call you know. When we add your certificate.
Okay, do we now do certificate that is when
Ube apply for that visa no.
Okay.
Into omo ya udo certificate ni beka ho aye application no. No makwa check school ni say ya mpase wo ba ho no ma.
It even say sisi obi wo Ghana okoye US or Ghana sa application so person oye bia steps no then is it the person have to pick up a form call the
okay. What it is they say obeko home office omo website for highly potential individual visa.
Okay, that's it.
Until now, I apply through that visa. No, a online application.
Okay, good. I think
That
that's
based
what.
on that, the requirements of your documentation require. It doesn't matter where you are.
Okay.
You do the online. Now, what book for biometric appointment after payment and everything? Then you go and enroll for your biometric.
Okay, now so when you don't need to go to the friend, it's a home office directly.
There
Okay,
be.
also very good answer. Yeah. I'm saying Ghana funny be sometimes they watch us, no. They also wants to find out a choir also a bit to me about a juma. Yeah. But the most important they say more Ghana when you are doing the application, I tell you say but you call lawyer, you book for an appointment. Now a lawyer and no any time. It's very important you book for appointment. The telephone numbers are bit me afraid. The office line for FB solicitors 0208 264 4800. And a lawyer mobile line here 079 4677 2439. And please make it a point so we book appointment. I know some of our friends, our mail lectures will be gone. Any kivas, some of them watch us, and sometimes they want to relocate and come and then also experience the working, have a working experience here. These are important numbers you must keep. And when you decide, you call Lawyer Francis. Now, with me, Abua. Lawyer opportunity more to us,
Yo, me da say. Ena ebio mo no so no. Dia me pese me de to dwa for record sake ne ye. Home office application bia online application.
Okay.
Online. The only thing is if you can capture the website and on here in order to be on the right application. Obviously for my number need to repeat it ma
Joe. Obapa, lawyer mobile line, 079 46 77 2439. 079 46 77 2439. Office line here 0208 264 4800 0208 264 4800. T mesrɛ mu a keep these line numbers. No, so you need to also book an appointment. It's very, very important. The workload the lawyer also does. So once you book an appointment, that's when we know say why you're serious and you really need the advice and the guidance. Obey me, lawyer bet me the amount. Lawyer Bacho, Ian to us.
Obi to question be.
I was say, please, I have undergraduate certificate from 2 universities in Ghana. One is nursing and the other education. Am I qualified?
I'm afraid they say you don't qualify
Mm,
because university say na omodema no Ghana
mm,
University bia ni wa eka.
mm, mm,
And when it comes to highly potential, I know I'm say special universities be or more Emma Womo sa accreditation no. Inti sa universities no one come bia I'm afraid say won't me apply to that highly potential individual
mm.
visa no.
And say,
Inti
let's just say, oh, share a year, even though Wako University or Ghana, no, a be hard, but not nursing, no, so the nursing, don't mean young fat through the nursing field, no, so.
what's that question, Obisa? And it said, do I qualify for the highly potential individual
Yeah,
visa?
the answer near spot on. Then I may be say, you may ma another a friend is saying, a bisa, a toss to say, the nursing, no, and so, and I know that you say, can on search that a year certificate of sponsorship no say bia obenya any company a efa for.
Good. That is the
Yeah.
right answer. Because
Mm,
I assume that the intention is or person obey Juma or UK.
yeah.
If that's the case, I was or making sure say or meet the requirements of the sponsor license employer our
Yeah.
UK. Nti saa employer no would determine say me no mepɛ sɛ based on our qualifications ne our experience no magye watom nti on that note no may issue biribi a ɛfrɛ no COS. Nti COS no now we are making application. Nti in this case, no, an application will fall under the skilled worker visa.
Visa.
Yes.
Brilliant. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what boom.
Mame and go through highly potential, it seems that people are interested in that side.
Yeah.
Questions are no. Universities no from global universities list. Omo no mo create home office now create sa universities no.
Mm,
Mame mebo esudin and every year be omo update. May
mm,
mamu current list of the universities, global universities list 2025.
mm,
2025 in alphabetical order. Australian National University, Australia.
mm-hmm,
Boston University, United States. Brown University, California Institute of Technology. Carnegie Mellon University. City University of Hong Kong.
mm,
Columbia University. Cornell University. Delft University of Technology, Netherlands. Duke University, United States. École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne, Switzerland.
mm,
ETH Zurich, Switzerland. Fudan University, China. Harvard University, United States.
mm,
Heidelberg University, Germany. Institute of Polytechnique de Paris, France. Johns Hopkins University. Karolinska Institute, Sweden. KTH Royal Institute of Technology, Sweden. KU Leuven, Belgium. Kyoto University, Japan. Lowell University, Sweden. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, United States. McGill University, Canada. Monash University, Australia. Nanjing University, China. And Nanjing Technological University, Singapore. National University of Singapore. New York University, United States. Northwestern University, United States. Peking University, China. Princeton University, United States. PSL University, France. Proudhon University, West Lafayette, United States. Seoul National University, South Korea. Shanghai Duan Tong University, China. Sorbonne University, France. Stanford University, United States. Technical University of Munich, Germany. The Chinese University of Hong Kong, the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, the University of Hong Kong, the University of Marlborough, Australia, the University of New South Wales, Australia, the University of Queensland, Australia, the University of Texas at Austin, which is United States, the University of Tokyo, Japan, and China University, and University Paris Saint-Germain, and also France, University of Amsterdam, Netherlands, University of Bonn, Germany, University of British Columbia, Canada, University of California, Berkeley campus, and University of California, Irvine campus, University of California, Los Angeles campus, University of California, San Diego campus, ne nyinaa USA, ɛna University of California, Santa Barbara, USA, ɛna University of Chicago, USA, University of Copenhagen, Denmark, University of Groningen, Netherlands. Pronunciation, I'll do my best. And University of Illinois, and also United States. University of Michigan, and also US. University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, US. University of Munich, Germany. And University of Carolina, and also our Capitol Hill in USA, and our University of Pennsylvania, US, University of Science and Technology of China, University of Southern California, United States, University of Sydney, Australia, University of Toronto, Canada, and our University of Washington, USA, University of Wisconsin, Middleton, USA, and a
I can say,
university.
oh, no Africa University.
I'm afraid, I'm afraid. University of Zurich, Switzerland, and Sweden University be in the Washington University of St. Louis, and Yale University, USA, and Japan University, and China. And that tells you that they believe these universities as a global prestige university mostly wokɔ saa universities ni bia anya biara no wo apply with highly potential individual visa na ɔmo de bɛma wo sɛ woyɛ postgraduate a yɛbɛma wo 2 years woyɛ wo doctorate PhD a yɛbɛma wo 3 years free visa ɛwɔ UK a wobɛtumi de abɛyɛ adwuma.
Now University of Kyoto, Japan, 8 Bermudia. Now University of UCC, any Legon, KNUST. This is not fair. And so many, the life is not fair.
Oh, sir, and yet, because my main job with Taya and what's idea no. Omo butaya ni say, oh, Baba build it or more economy am I.
Now you Legon into farm a building or more economy.
I'm afraid say or more assessment non cap and capture that side.
And I think it's that we need to look into this and speak to the Ghana High Commissioner.
Masa, debe na yen kaya mapa platform ya minka. Yen started with English, no. Tembia me come wasen.
Okay, that is the reason why they be our boss word English language, you
Yes.
know. Oh.
Oh, bro, ni be assess so. No wa ma exemption. No wa hu de wo hia free wo.
Yeah, yeah. They
It is
always think about what they can get before
that is the thing.
privilege, you know.
Yes.
Thing.
Because you invest in am abobo bodin.
Koyoto, you know,
Yes. Because they have innovation.
yeah.
They
Japan,
can
that
turn
Koyoto
things
will do.
around. And this is what the UK government wants.
So it's yeah, surely that means that we need to do more about our education system. A bit to me, I can say it is that global. I'll be able to say, and I say you came back, see there, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, you.
Una who can anya me nya
Well,
politics me a lawyer.
when lawyer. Anyway, MB solicitors and every Wednesday 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, the legal digest bro. Yene lawyer Francis Ofri MB solicitors and the bioba now ababa becheche mu ekwanya emremunsem ewo UK ne Ireland senior etie efa immigration efa family efa litigation wo krom ha wa wo ba wonyine baby da kwan bɛn so na betumi nya council flat bi ada adem wo aburokyire waboabo sika no pɛsɛ ɔyɛ yɛ japadeɛ bi you don't trust obi a Ghana lawyer Francis betumi aboa mo nya asase when it comes to nsase ho he knows the right places that betumi advise so this is where you can purchase the land ɛno ɛho adesua ne mmoa ɔde boa yɛ Ghanaian community UK. Lawyer Francis Yobi Amide na ye adwuma ache and I can vouch say he is one of the best over UK. A lawyer for ni friend a professor of law. When it comes to research, wa bene papa. Now opo mo kira kwan a ye enye ra kwan. MB solicitors ye wo suite E and F. Na ye wo the clock house, the third floor and ye wo. Your postcode no IG118EQ. IG118EQ. Until you see the Google map, now the postcode no crowd too much. Yeah, we're backing your nearest station, your backing train station. Tibo Modiana Shannon so. Your office line no 0208 264 4800 0208 2644800. I think so. Mobile line is 079 4677 2439. 079 4677 2439. Bomodiana Sebu, a year number, Unyanya British passport. Save this line. Ebiemu okrom bibinti send ye canon. And your man to tow ye. And son and your mother to tow ye no amount. You need a lawyer. Two things you need in UK: your GP and your solicitor. When you're on krata, lawyer Francis me recommend it. Tronoma nafa to wallet mu pes maybe abekobia. Obi nkasa asemboni bi anto na enso ye na media e abrabon ye bo. Ebu ane free wo free baby kura abene nam no na asem bi esi a manipa krono a police phone who say you have a lawyer. The moment you say you have a lawyer, no, they will grant you a year respect. So we a lawyer now lawyer intervening amount, and that is FB solicitors. Omodi anafa number no eto. And a topic near twaso every kukwada na anu kukwada de no. Na ya to the overview of the family justice system in the United Kingdom. We a part two per part one no oba YouTube Dr. Ren TV part one no edaho kama. Lawyer, yes, I try dwumadi no so. Na yɛnhwɛ na no yɛhyɛ aseɛ ne de bɛwie ɛyɛ question number 6. What are the cases about marriage and divorce? Kani deɛ mu abɛtumi abɔ ne tɔfa aba abɛdu ama ya na afei yɛatoa so ebisa what are the cases about financial remedies following divorce?
Yo, me that say, last Wednesday, I started your justice system, no, our UK, if how when your family issues are, we go through court, and then the say we are son work court. Now, mostly, sir, me born a tougher kakra, unya issue with family yeah, family issues in terms of say our a bar. How do you go about it? But before then, yeah, starting with our na maware no, because mostly Uwaria, you start building a family, and based on building the family, no, sabing kolabema na abusuano kwa na mu tre na mu ko. Na in case our ba say na nyoma besi aye. Nkɔlaa no hwan na bɛkɔ ne hɔ ɛna sɛ adwapadeɛ wɔ mu a hwan na ɛbɛyɛ adwapadeɛ no anaasɛ hwan na sɛn na yɛbɛkyɛ adwapadeɛ no nti ne nyinaa yɛ falling under the justice system of the family court in UK. Yɛwɔ judges wɔ hɔ ɛne yɛwɔ panel of magistrates ɛne yɛwɔ circuit judge ɛne yɛwɔ district judge ebiara wɔ ne cases are omo handle. Inti last Wednesday no ye bro so inti afei ye bedru be a friend types of family cases. Inti se say no ye bro be a your friend of marriages and divorce. Normally when you talk about marriages now yeah, na ɛwɔ mmara a ɛbata ho nti wobaeɛ hɔ as such sɛ woyɛ aware a yɛhwɛ the marriage act sɛ na ɛsi teɛ sɛ wo qualify sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ awareɛ ne n'asefo a nti that's the act no that determines how a wobɛtumi aware ɛna ebi wɔ hɔ nso a awareɛ no wonyɛ no wɔ ha ebi wɔ hɔ a ɛfiri fie ɛna ɛba. Now, there are so many things involving foreign marriages that yedeba UK hanomo. Mr. Mo, me a expert in UK law and a bit of Ghanaian law. Inti me ka I'm talking about the law me practicing with UK ha. Other countries, other continents, ewo mo law about marriages, i.e. Germany, i.e. US, i.e. other maybe yɛn ka ne sɛ Holland ne n'asefo. UK deɛ no sɛ ma wareɛ no mo ware free yɛmfa ne sɛ Ghana ɛna mo de aba relocate to UK a as long as sɛ mo follow Ghana mmara na yɛde yɛ awareɛ no ma menti so anaasɛ menkyerɛ Ghana awareɛ sɛ na ɛsi teɛ because sɛ maka sɛ meyɛ law no nso wɔ hɔ bi. Ghana warrior no, there were 3 types of marriages. One, there were be a friend of marriage ordinance. So marriage ordinance no cap 127 no. Ye nyina nim say eye dem rofo no de be na ye kan say don't do ayefro ko asori na yakoye na yasensan no.
No mu tu yefo say don't do by antene ye.
In this area no, omo issue certificate. Normally I na agree and why tin. A4 sheet. And A3 mom, yeah. Inti saware no, o de ba UK ha. Under UK emra and a case law, CB Brazil say, the case of CB Brazil, they say, mo ya ware na baby a would free bano. Omo di tuma. Omadia tum say, who follow the right procedure. No one on my issue certificate mawa. Who the buy UK ha? UK mrano based on that, you know, the case of CB Brazil no say yes we tum.
Okay.
Yo, into another a marriage ordinance, no. The next one no type of marriage in Ghana no, Ghanaian customary marriage. Na mame mbra mechi kakra about marriage ordinance no. The TN is we have marriage ordinance no cap 127 now. And your ba ku bema baku. And o maka boom.
Okay.
Oba baako, bema baako, eno makabo. Eno maware.
Entimi nye ma mienu, ntimi nye mema mienu.
Eno no, UK emre bi a ye no Civil Partnership Act ewo ho.
Okay, but Ghana dey.
Ka Ghana asem.
Okay, Ghana dey ni se bema ne bema ebetimi aware.
Debi, I'm afraid
Oba ne
say
oba.
mrane emma ho kwan sisi.
Ene mo amutie lawyer no ti krom ha. Na o ni nkrata, bomodi ana friend lawyer. Na ni nkomo. Ebi aye bema na o pese o ware bema. Me tufo. Bomodi ana friend lawyer Francis FB solicitors. Na o ni nkomo say lawyer enam say Ghana ntimi bema ntimi ware bema ntimi busa wo lawyer kwan bench na betumi afa so a wo beboa me. Na lawyer Francis emmomodi anu mfa so no mboa minim ne emeka Ghana fo mu ntie ne ye na emom no ebe ni du amenkobo midin wo ho se me ba say we misrewa. Anyway, that's just by the way, but seriously for lawyer na only lawyer entwetwe eyenkomo book appointment ehia pa. And I know why I make a show. I know many lawyer here adwuma chepa nyensem nyina no ana metumi aka no ase oti krum ha we ye bema ana we oba uni nkrata utie nkomo we friend lawyer na lawyer emma wafutu ontimi mfa ntoa nyensem ni nyina mesremo a mode ye ni mo ye ka asem ni wi na mode nenana no afri ni na afri di akwa block sa ways and means no eti frɛ e was 0208 264 4800 and after lawyer e on the mobile line so 079 46 77 2439. Me say ebi emuti kroma woni nkrata we bema we oba friend number we and common na ye pay attention, listen to it carefully. Emra no emra de na so to de bia lawyer for no omo ko hu school lawyer we oto no ye professor of law oba UK kroma sa na ye de friend no etu ni kwan obetimi de afa so e de aboa me nua ba me nua bema tidie me dwene wo ho na bomodin book appointment lawyer ni die mu a chirechirimu ni ento aso.
Yo, the second type of marriage I want Ghana no, Ghanaian customary marriage. And no na me say me cheche mu ye in terms of say bema betimi aware emma bebre. Ghana mra no emma ho kwan.
Okay.
Likewise, oba no so betimi aware emma bebre. Yo, and the third one no, it is a back to Ghanaian customary one. Oh yeah. Eya na ye abusua ni abusua ena ye sa aware no.
Okay.
Say be man abusua, oba na abusua, omugye aware na tum. But for evidential sake no, moye wi a na makwa register. So say eya authentic a ko register wa ware under the customary marriage law no e Ghana.
Okay. Na just no ne be ma wo ye wo grace period bi wo ho a de be ma mo yes certification no ana
Oh no, and said that ni grace period, but now who say my yet Ghanaian customary marriage no inti me pese e call aban mu that chance muti.
I know your friend a traditional marriage no but the pimping go form fan ko nkrata mu.
That is the thing.
Okay, to any the traditional marriage no so betimi dia ko nkrata mu.
Yes.
Ama aban na hunu say ABCD ni we ya awarefo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the third one no, Mohammedan marriage. Ye nuanom nkramofo aware no. No so mutimi ware bebre.
Okay.
Ni nyina no so no, e wo say kwa aban mu.
Enti ye nuanom mema no a muntie o. Mo pese mo avoid eye bigamy no. Mo die ne ni o. Tradition etuma aware bebre. Mohammedan marriage etuma aware bebre. Men konko ye ordinance. Eno no say one man, one woman, one woman, one man. O penny bebre a ebi a wo tie say Solomon and now to say David e wo Bible mu. O penny dodo. Enam dodo nso ensen kwan nkranfo say low p fite wonu o de ne say bia opa adwoa anopa na opa fuse na anadwo opa fiba eye a friend say awia o de no ha na ye kirekirim ntimi sremo a take this education very serious na akina bi no wankwa ye say me legend bi a menim no na eja bebo ankwanoma na afi de ensem didi ekire bebre lawyer any day yento aso
Yo, enti Matiacha warrior no no. So person warrior wo UK ha. The tie ne say UK warrior no e wo say mu nyina mo won krata. Tie no UK ye wo councils bebra omo register of marriage a obetimi aye.
Okay.
To ye no a no mo tintim akipu record ni ama omo certificate no. Yo, alongside the marriage, divorce, cases of divorce, so anything, any say, Emra a better home. Emra a friend of Matrimonial Causes Act 1973. And no chess, at least, Mawari na Sabi Bibinti, our enko ye na mu pese mujaya ye wo kwan a mo de befa so. That is a divorce. The terminology I will tell you say the marriage has broken down irretrievably.
Yet me retrieve.
That's it. But no, it has to go through counseling and procedures to know say all these things has been exhausted.
O pese uja o yire no a o mpeni bi me no na wo ho abọ no so na obi to no nyom anti-rabe ahade asumdie won tim pese me ja o eno so still like say mo cancel mu
First na wo be jaya before say mrane besisa no. Na e was say uchire die ntia wo pese ujawa your friend of grounds of divorce.
Okay.
But because of case law, Tino, Imran Sesaya, case Bia Imrafuni decide a friend of Owen versus Owen.
Okay.
Couple's been on Matnacha for more than 50 years. Abrewane Akokra.
Owen for me no.
That is the thing. Na omo beso omuja warrior, but grounds of divorce, be bia and from so new be out.
Hey.
And go na the days, I know the best Samrano. Say, uja warrior was say, uka bibi dientia uja warrior. First, nanka, there were 5 types of grounds now. Was say udiso. A business adultery, unreasonable behavior, separation for 2 years, separation for 5 years. Last one, no lawyer me refi.
It is separation for 5 years. And that's why will beat me. Eja wo ho me say wa kwantumi na bia me ti Germany na bia me jame yire a eye legal wife wo ma kotena Ghana for 17 years and only betumi classify and say e ya warijaye
Last one here desertion.
Okay, desertion. So what deserting the no to
that
desert.
Is it. Yeah. And that first now Nanka say, but the case of Owen versus Owen neba Oma ba be grounds of divorce nephew on ma. Say now ti one so power any bioma. Court in mema kwan ama waja ware.
Yes, senka ye hwɛ that the Lumba case you say. Yemfa enwunye a case study kakra. Any demo not to speak for or against any of the couple. It yemfa ne senka nka Owen and Owen the number nka dissertation no deserting from the matrimonial home in Germany for that long years no and can only say between I say automatically no it was a friend saying our reject.
Yes, but when I say we file it to the court, and now be my lawyer file it to the court, say, me ne nipa no intematity for almost 10 years. Me who baby owo. Inti me jina sa grounds no e dey divorce.
Which means in divorce no ordinance no still no the court no said to me, even though you can separate for many years, one court na court na finalize here. It's still in the eyes of the law, no, it still stands as marriage.
That is it.
Remember, because people might think it's okay, I have separated, I have traveled, and this is good education because lawyer in the field. You might think it's okay, me free mu. But someone court now, it still stands as marriage. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I'm kakranka sa cases of divorce no. At times, na den say other party no ebe makwan ama warija na go smoothly. Ebi wo ha be ma ne se metwe waso me grant you divorce no. Oba ne so me so metwe won so me grant you divorce no. Na ye twe ma mentwe. And a situation adwapade wo mu no eno so ye no so totally different. But when you bibia me person that because of the justice system in family court no me bro so no, but next week you be call into details.
No. And no nebe ye de wo ho no. Ye. Me hu sa manfo bi wo Germany no ma text me sisi a. Hey.
Yeah, when you talk about the case of marriage and divorce now, that is all about what I can say. And I'm right, but I'm no.
Yo. Lawyer, any yen what are the cases about financial remedies following a divorce?
Yo. Osha sa sikasem woma eya na afano ene afano a creative problem kakra. Inti o file divorce na eya ni ebusa properties wom sikasem wom osian na menene tuo no oba no be ma no kwa na ye adwuma but me so me hwe nkola no ne aka se properties no tamben na mo akwaye osi ye worry ya na papa ne ye adwuma na ototototo ni nyina and I'm say okay, if that's the case emrane say na wuti aware ase na properties ni ba mu ntia we say unso nya wo chefa because Mr. Muyen hwe sa de ni ye na woti aware ase any de wonti aware ase totally different.
We dey me bese me ko na nka me question ni dey nka be ko kakra o.
Menko mama bro so next week we go into details.
Yo lawyer. Next week be ye de. We appetizer. Yo
because
lawyer.
there are so many things involved when it comes to financial remedies.
Wow.
And a BBI friend or ancillary reliever over file. And a be also at times they are not properties, and you can pay a war
Overseas.
A be wo
Akwesi dan wo is legon adrega obi wo patase obi wo boase takrade ni nyina no ye be consider.
Yes. Yo, indeed, that is how it is when it comes to financial remedies after divorce now. Yeah, says your money now. Now your court now you aware. Say overseas one court no bet to me as ama order say yenkoye valuation of the property in overseas.
Scotland for send me text messages here. Me ame wofa atakra mani ampon. Or say that means that you should advise your cousin just me cousin be worrying them so much you know catch say one titi one ko jai no court yes I japade awaye nyina tinton time wono so so lawyer yemfa ne say let me use me cousin yi send me wofa
You should be careful.
oh atakra mani ampon me wofa me cousin say me boni di me cousin some do so pa my grandfather will over 40 till almost almost about 100 and something. Now, I say atakra mani ampo me wofa ne ba waware omo onkra mienu but omuja ebe 8 years ni oba no mpene ma ne nkonkoye nkrata mu ejijejai. In this case the properties or yeah in the last 7 years no enye 8 years no after or train no some properties no ye ni nyina no no say ye kwa warejae no a would they also consider those properties?
Some properties no, yeah, no. Na yeah, after say what separate for your banana.
Yeah, after or separate year.
Okay. Now the man on wages near saying.
Okay, the man ages this is firstborn be around 16 and last born I think it's be or cobe say either 13 14. I think 2 years difference here.
Okay. Because I'm colonial less than 18, no. I hope sir unipa no etua maintenance ma oba na odi
Yeah,
hwekola no.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this case, you know, otimiye na said yes or shem kolana and there no problem. But the properties no all quite after the separation with the woman no encounter.
Oh, good.
Encounter a honey mistakes be
Mm.
because running say once our tia warriors na ninsa can and answer omoye property together no and no ni ehwe. So what separate na sebe unhwe no mumwa be ma no na sebe wa ye wa pray ne video nim akoye ne property bi wo ba bi a wo se me beje because na me ne worry.
Wow. Which means in the case of Atakra many ampo, me ame cousin the ba I me cousin yi. Properties are or yeah after a year 8 years ya or train wo free oba no. The why ni nyina dey no dey oba ne nka. Even though
Debbie.
no omo still considered legally as a married couple.
Yeah. Because an only mistake be bria sebe a man be here.
Ti afi no be
After all,
so
me da so ne worry.
me ne da so ne wari nti no ne japade me japade.
Unya lawyer or there one ma sa de no emfa. Or the be ko judge no be catch and say yampa. So we jan.
So
And that's
eja
a
no.
more separate. Bear in
Nti no
mind, and not a mistake 5 grounds now near usual.
we professor ampa.
Because
Professor of
Oma
law.
incorporated that thing, no, as him random. Although the case of Owen versus Owen, no. But Judge be a was yes, I no, ebe share into details. Me
I
a
just say
similar case be,
mm-hmm.
but now Colana Nini, they are over 18. Me advise say, Obani say, Mr. Emfa. Because Judge is a human being like us. They think the way we think. Sabi, one shano, or no brain ni video him, one woman attitude. Now I compare the job idea or baby. Although our Indian muno.
Although your team legal wife no dey yen twa mu but properties na why na ekyire ni dey
No
onka ho.
way.
Wow.
In every rule, there is exceptions.
Ntuntun bɛka sɛ wɔgya me but ɔkɔɛ no wakɔtotɔ dan wɔ Ghana ɔkɔyɛ yɛ japadeɛ wɔ Ghana nti still and even though yɛgye separate sɛ ɛyɛ me cousin deɛ bɛ 8 years yi even though yɛ separate sɛ japadeɛ na yɛyɛɛ no ɔyɛ ɔno nko akɔyɛ sɛ wɔsi hotel a wokɔ Ghana wɔsi some fine hotel ɛwɔ Suga Kɔpɛ area hɔ ɛsɛ saa hotel no ɔbaa no adwene ne sɛ ɔte UK ofiri sɛ bi a ɔde kɔkɔt nom kɔgya awareɛ no a still no saa Suga Kɔpɛ ɛyɛ hotel no ɔno nso wɔ hyɛ a ɛnya ade a ɔwɔ hyɛ wo.
Ɛno nti na time biara me recommend this asɛm wei ma yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no. Woba me hɔ a, ɛba a me se anya biara yɛ will ansa na wawu.
Yɛ nkurɔfoɔ nso na wokɔka wei la ɔmo si wopɛ sɛ owu ntɛm.
Deebi ɛna woyɛ will a every year biara biribi bɛka w'adwapadeɛ ho a wobɛba lawyer na modify no ɛde saa new one no ahyɛ mu bi.
Iti say we ya will enye che so ba be wu.
Debbie.
Na sa no shi ni free lawyer.
I don't know.
Because empayfo bebre no a no omu suro so be will o.
Debbie. Because so when you will ho and oba ne beba and all do cry say when na free mu attitude mu no. Oba ne betimi aba abetwe marriage certificate ni say me ne wo enenya ye.
Ti sa asem bi a isi wo Ghana.
Mr. Menko
Yenko lawyer. Yenko lawyer yen
because
hwe
there are
eye.
so many things people think say, oh, this is how it should work. Debbie.
Inti lawyer who case su pi say wo ye will enche say ubewu.
Debbie. Who she say, oh, Sabe, daddy no ma nyame fa ne crancy ye. Obo nyom ne say, ma wu no mempese mechi beye basa. Oni bienti a wo kasa. Because when him said Debbie no nyoma besi o wu no esa na ne kra na Sabe wo say konya me won entimi nko.
Yeah, no akasa ka kra won nyum say be sis bibi bi twetwe ase bibi sa.
That is it. So human beings are human beings. We can't predict ourselves. Because sir, why you will abino ebecha unyo mama ebusia ujaye.
Wow.
And no bro from your friend no interstate.
It's an interstate succession law PNDC
Yes.
111 no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Lawyer yen hwe what is the protection from domestic abuse and coercive and controlling behavior?
Yo, court na hwe nyoma bebre efa saade no. Say mawari yeah, more treating me wawari no mo. Mr. Domestic abuse doesn't mean say oba pen suffer saade no. Under the Domestic Abuse Act 2021, no, it defines what is domestic abuse and emphasizes that domestic abuse is not just physical violence, but can also be emotional, controlling or coercive behavior, and economic abuse. Hold on. Your friend will be economic abuse. But I'm saying there be economic abuse.
Hold on, baby. Economic abuse, then I say, we have a mama kase, but we have a mu. Any day,
Economic abuse, nature say, when you're about oh money chop money, unye, what said yes, we as a bema.
Na no kwa bema nkwa.
Oh, massa. Oh, if we culture being a buy, your custom say, bema show bar.
Lawyer, me busa because who say yen nkofo na eti UK no, and then omu ne say o ware oba, e oba nso asade so obehwe bema. Eni nti bewu no obi wa wasi wo, ye frɛ bibi 50-50, ye frɛ bibi me nyi chop money, me wa brochire.
Ya be for culture be abeka ye de hu. Ya be for culture be abeka ye de hu. Once I don't think I'm starting a warrior and your mummy and son.
Yes.
Because me ya no ma refer to that.
Yeah.
And I him fan amu yeah. And him fan amu ya warrior no. Because based on the culture now we free mobile no, you're very careful how you interpret a lot of things. Because now say no more Domestic Abuse Act 2021 by not economic abuse nin come, but they realize based on cases I have no and no they come.
I said Ghana for a moti krom a yenua no mo a community na madwene say mo ware a mo de mo nhwe mo yere no mo ma chop money no economic abuse oba betimi agina so ama eja emre ni mo no waso ebeye hye e civil cases no timun hye no nso e ma wo ma behia e culture bi a enye wo culture itimisre wa take note of it senior lawyer boss lawyer yenhwe child cases relating to child arrangement no it is a lawyer.
Yo, deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛna na meka no awareɛ mo ware na nkɔdaa bɛma ɛyɛ mo mmienu mu asɛdeɛ sɛ mo bɛ provide nkɔlaa ɔmo needs. But ɛyɛ na at times baako gya baako bɔ baako so. Na ma abrabɔ no ayɛ den ama baako. Titiri your culture no ɛyɛ na mmaa no na they suffer a lot. And when it happens that way, it creates so many tension. Sebe ewo ba ne so. Obi beka say lawyer na say mema na ebi so hwe mma. Fine. But we have statistics now. A man suffer more than a man. And on that note, it created a tension. Obani feel say sebe ne ho tire ne dodo. Nkola hwem ne nasefo. Because when it happens that way, ɛma deɛ wɔrehwɛ nkɔlaa no pressure wɔ ne so ɛna ebi wɔ a nti ɛma ɛba saa no a deɛ ɔhwɛ nkɔlaa ntim ka sɛ okay saa na woyɛ me deɛ a mema wo hu wo ma no
ɛhɔ na ka mebɛba no because lawyer yɛmfa a situation where nipa no bɛrima no oni nkrata
mebrobro so
okay you
wase what
prof
mame
prof
brobro so mini deɛ nti
yo
a
prof
meka saa no
yo
what
yo
because
prof
ma brobro so na yɛ start yɛ sɛ meka sɛ yɛka wei a wobɛma me the next 1 hour
yeah.
Inti no na me pese unzinti ebasa na we do something we call child arrangement order as to the welfare of the child, who is going to take care of them, how is being going to in Korani that's what the sana me me can. Inti that's all about child arrangement order no.
Wow. Lawyer, what are cases about protection, protecting children?
Yo, and also no, I'm creating maybe a friend of Children's Act 1989. Say Judge betumi ameki order sɛ yɛmfa ne sɛ wɔwɔ akwadaa ɔwɔ mpɛsoa so yɛka mpɛsoa so a cancer a wɔte so no ebia na maame no anaa papa no ɔmo nni mmoa papa bi anaasɛ ɔmo asetena mu ayɛ den nti on that note no ɛyɛ sɛ council a ɔmo te so no they can approach the council to help them. Based on the law of Children's Act 1989, no, I think it's section 17, yeah. Sir, I was council, no, a boa akolani shimu. But anytime, because the resources over there are not enough for the council to support each and every one. Into a do baby, a bit selective and over. Sir, the resources are not there. I don't say council no are neglected, but based on because I was almost taking into consideration the best interest of the child. And that's how we the lawyers we use that to fight for the children. Yeah.
What are cases about adoption and child abduction?
Cases of adoption and child adoption, no. Idea be you can buy introduce you. Share the Adoption and Children's Act 2002 now. So it gives the court the power to make a placement order, authorizing the placement of a child for adoption and an adoption order, making the child the legal child of the adoptive parents. It is a person who take a colana ocean. Mmara wei na ebe use as lawyers na yɛde ayɛ saa adeɛ no sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo nkasɛ akwadaa no wawia no And I be so no cases about child adoption. No, yes, the Child Adoption and Custody Act 1985. Puts the 1980 Hague Convention on the civil aspect of international child adoption into English and Wales law. The 1980 Convention provides a means for securing the return of a child who has been wrongfully removed to or retained in England or Wales from their country of habitual residence. Mame mouse scenario may practice no baby I start here me a case be about worship. Na ye akola na maame ne papa omo ntem atete na maame ne so ompɛ sɛ papa ne behu akola no nti wɔde akola no firi UK ha ekɔtena Ghana. Nti ɛno no yɛkɔ high court kɔ siki order yɛbɛtumi akɔgye akola no firi Ghana aba. And you be successful.
Wow.
There are so many things involved when it comes to Inkola Imram. The thing about UK Imran is almost starting BB about that thing now. You share BB a friend the best interest of the child. And one back as a parent need to make that decision. There be. There are so many things parent back who be so say, oh, me na me make a decision. The other one they on financial. There be. It takes two to give birth. Unless modern technology be about now IVF ni na for no. But in Ramuno, Sabi, Berman and the spells be go over Manameboa.
Yeah.
Intendo was sell Mushem Colania. I had a scenario about case be behavior about the child, Colonica said, me man can't jump some from memory. All because of attitude towards our TTM color ewu krum. But me per se ye be ma ebi mo feel offended near that. But at the end of the day, it's a community educate here about how to bring children, how to the upbringing of our kids in this country. Some time ago, now Ghanaians are leading about crimes and that kind of thing in Ghana for man. That means that Titiano name koye.
And the crowd is still on. And then Titiana latest report, on the unclassified, declassified document. Only chase Yankwada still ano. Titiano, they are becoming more violent. They are becoming more lawbreakers. UK society. Yeah.
Yeah, into Mr. Amo, in Yuma Bebrena, ya neglect a man, it won't solve the problem. Because you tell me, as a opinion, what the barbe di, and as all the betrayed mansion. There are so many issues are called Abamanima to the extent, sir. Ya Jim Colano even a free parents in some. No, bra brain, no. What is the point? Oh, Meyama member. Now, Ubana One Man Foundation, what do you think is going to be like? Yo, Shana, the next year.
Yo, any FB solicitors and everything come on. Lawyer Francis and a woman no. Your address Suite E and F. You were the clock house. You were the third floor. Now your postcode no IG118EQ. IG118EQ. Your telephone numbers no office line here 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis mobile line is 079 4677 2439. We are part 2 of the overview of the family justice system in the United Kingdom. Part 1 no yeshase Wednesday tibomoriana shenenso. Wednesdays be any FB solicitors legal digest from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays 12 to 1 p.m. Any time no 15 minutes abeto so mfa nche na enche yebewie enadwumadi no. Lawyer, yenhwe question we or say, what are cases about human fertilization and embryology and surrogacy? The question no, I don't know. Say scientific words no, emu edu kakra.
Yeah,
Embryology
ampa
and
emo du
surrogacy.
kakra. But ne nyinaa na wɔsi akyerɛkyerɛ mu.
Mm-hmm.
At times, na ɔbaa ne bɛrima ahyia a awoɔ mma. Nti ɛba saa na technology wɔ hɔ a wɔde ɛbɛ consult through wɔn doctors and GPs. Nti when it comes to that thing na aban no UK ɛwɔ mmara bi ɛbɔ ho ban. Which is called the Human Fertilization and Embryology Act 2008. I say it governs cases about the legal parentage of children conceived through the use of donated sperms, eggs, or embryo, for example, by way of surrogacy. The family court can make orders identifying a person as the parent of a child born by way of surrogacy. Because a two baby a year na den say oba no bema ne sperms aba be go oba no mu na wawo akola no. In this case, some way no, which is the Human Fertilization and Embryology Act 2008 Emma court eka say ampa momo ne nkwala no parent. It doesn't mean say sex in the panel and a ma say obetumi awo, but there are other alternative IVF the doctor and answer with GP be recommended through that. And basana emrawe no make sure say you follow the right procedure if you are in the UK here.
Yeah. Sure. Lawyer, share what are cases about forced marriage and female genital mutilation?
Your cases about forced marriages, I am gone are the days na UK experience be pa man na me boa. Ebe create another hot issue our UK system no more. And yes, another court has to protect the female now or go through that genital mutilation. I think that genital mutilation is a circumcision in a yes. Obu house there be me person. Aha. Indeed, these are the things, and all because of a culture thing. A culture thing has developed all these things. But there are NGOs who are fighting for these practices to stop. Under the Family Law Act 1996, the court may make an order for the purposes of protecting a person from being forced into marriage or from any attempt to force them into marriage, or an order protecting a person who has already been forced into marriage. Inti ebi wɔ hɔ a ne age onduru marriage age na abusua nti yɛse kɔnɛkɔ ware sikani wei. Some tribes in our Ghanaian society practice that. But wobɛduru aburokyire ha because of the law and TISA, because under the Female Genital Mutilation Act 2003, the family court can make a female genital mutilation protection order for the purposes of protecting a girl against the commission of a genital mutilation offense or protecting a girl against whom such an offense has been committed. Tiɛbi a wobɛba wo se me abusuafoɔ yɛ me se ni ade nti mepɛ sɛ court no bɔ me ho ban na menya me freedom. So the court can make protection order against that.
Wow.
Yo.
say a year we are seeing now, and they currently in over 230 million girls worldwide, and now undergo a female mutilation. Na ebi mu kura no a ɛyɛ atumi ha mmaa no ma ɔmo kura ewu ntɛm.
Yeah.
Lawyer, lastly, yɛnhwɛ what are cases under the inherent jurisdiction?
Osha Emrana Yekuta wo UK Hanuma, a boy. Yes, how I say protected. Because I say in certain cases, the family division of the High Court can still make a child a ward of court in order to protect the child. Once I make about say parent be how the aklani be joining or the nakoshe Ghana. Nina for it me a worship ama de neighbor back. But ya omumra no ama court no ashe omu say when things happen omu make it order to secure the welfare of the child. So under the inherent jurisdiction of the High Court, the court can also, for example, authorize medical treatment for a child or the withdrawal of medical treatment for a child where a dispute arises between the child's parents and treating doctors, or to restrain or permit publication regarding court proceedings. And on
Yeah.
A Fankola cases who can report here, seek the judge permission before you do that. Because the judge will guide you, say, Memphis Diwema, yeni say. So, who no what to about thing. And also evidence about YouTube, social media. Why are they in contempt of court? They're very careful. But when it comes to a situation akola was here money treatment beer. Parents need to make a decision. Court need to step in and make that decision on behalf of the parent.
Wow.
What is the inherent jurisdiction court in the one? And the court is doing all these things for the welfare of the child. Because the time parents be decision be making and twice. Nti court no betimi abam aba abɛyɛ saa deɛ no atenetene.
Wow. Joe. Awusiani FB solicitors and atwetwe nkɔmɔ lawyer Francis na wotene ni wo pay a chair kwan ya was suite E&F. The clock house you were the third floor. We're backing. Your postcode near IG11 8EQ. IG11 8EQ. Your office line is 0208 264 4800. Lawyer mobile line is 079 4677 2439. I will pay a check when you were backing. The nearest station, your backing station. And Tibomodiana Shannon so efa mame. Afei so yenu anamo amo Ghana mo pese mo bakrum abaye adwuma no. Adwuma eguso a yebo hu dewro ewo UK. De wohia ne se ion ene Ghana fo a mutie yen. Obekọ find a job one word. Find a job .dwp.gov.uk. Na wa search o search a adwuma a certificate of sponsorship e kire say no ebetumi sponsor am aba krum aba abaye adwuma onye hu say adwuma ni bi na usu say fit into wo ankasa adwuma wo ya, then you contact them na afei ehun hihye no old momodia na o de ato lawyer nim na wabuku appointment na lawyer so aboa. Enti Ghana for visa sponsorship jobs in UK no, and one is called find a job.dwp.gov.uk. And Mr. Unsanya Jumani we are, then you contact lawyer. And your lawyer and a better share Jumano the amount, Mr. And you may goodness no. ɛdɔɔso paa. Lawyer, maame na wase yɛnɛ yɛde yɛn nkɔmmɔ yi aba ɛyɛ patu yi aba na wie yi. Ɛdeɛ na wɔwɔ kama yɛn nuanom a ɔmo etie wɔ TikTok, YouTube ne Facebook ya.
Yo, me da say Dr. Red. First, I said that so a comma say down the day in also you mo. Now you to me the way a break your community no. When it comes to family law, family issues, the court is there to help families resolve disputes arising in respect of family matters. And no, and I say a soon. Because abusuamu no definitely bibi bɛka mo out. Menti aseɛ mepɛ sɛ me nkwa mehwɛ akwadaa no menti aseɛ mempɛ sɛ papa no bɛba akwadaa no menti aseɛ mede akwadaa no akɔsi Ghana mede no ama m'abusuani bi wɔ. Dabi, it takes two to bring a child.
Na lawyer, okay, it takes two na nipa oni nkrata. Maame say wa allergy abuse yɛde akɔ family court. Yɛkɔ family court akwadaa no so sɛ wɔn bɛ so obehu ne papa. Ɛno ne ba ne sa such a person again obetumi ayɛ.
That means from day one, you ain't there with your children or fight for. Because basic, you know, yeah, basic, you know.
You funny say in this case, you know, ever say be a work around 8 months, 9 months now, my man started these allegations. Send your papa ne free, no when you're in a council flat. Wapamo papa no has been trying to be in the child's life. My man, papa no they are court or court. My man say yes, domestic violence. Papa na sa kwa a friend is saying this.
Mr. Mo, sa domestic violence, no, and yet first now, omunshushimu. Omunshushimu, papa.
Lawyer, everyone say there was a ground. Everyone said there's been a ground established. Papa no, that grounds they say Papa ni a domestic abuse. Uncle Kushia a healthy behavior. Papa na move on to learn a healthy behavior, and then they go to court again. They say Akrana say he doesn't want to be in his father's life. Akrana should be or still here and AB Evans under 10.
No,
in this situation, what would a man do?
Baby, a friend of Section 8 report of the Children's Act. By assessing the behavior and only say and or be na interview akola be a officer no welfare officer no any akola ne pe no wama akola no opportunity ama na ka de hanu bia Mr. Uwo akola wa bucha don't try to influence akola no emwo because abucha akola is different. One fast nsie. At times, over catch us, me ma me grant and say me nka say. Minya case bia, it happens that way. At that time, no man damage papa na wie. Yeah. Akuna ne kan, o kan kure wo. O kan kure.
Because you know, man, I get people who call me sometimes when they call to me say me money be omusun. They call me or dog me person me no kasa.
And what they intro say akula mama na kan against obi. Who feel say sebe you're going to get it free? Debbie. It's so pathetic about that thing.
And it's really
very careful.
It's really going on in our community, lawyer.
One papa no na the relationship, mo relationship unya. Akula ni de waye den. What has it got to do with the child?
It's really going on in our community.
And this is in America, no. You're not going to see the implications now. They say they won't. But in the near future, because you will be a sebe a kunkra bem.
Lawyer, Mr. Bakubi.
Yeah, but say, my men no apolutu na adwen e ma ne twesika won suku no.
Bakubi kra de ma me na tamakra na dwane kɔ Ghana said ya wo kan we tamakra na dwane kɔ Ghana. Ma me ni nkrata wo mu we no a abrante ne se okay ne ye be fa kwan bi so ne ahwe nkrata nka ba na no kɔtia aka. Ma me na tamakra ne de ne kɔ.
There are so many things that is happening in our community, but we don't see the implications behind it. There are implications behind it, but we don't see it. Yeah, intimacy. We are very careful when it comes to our culture, how we treat our families. So, pair relationship now is different from say using kolano as part of punishment. It won't help you. You are destroying the children, and at the same time, you are destroying the mental faculty of the child. And akola wa wu no kroma. One day, they work out in Obeka. Obeka. Because man will be paying. And that happen. But you're very, very careful. Ube you so akola against the other party. It won't help, it won't solve the problem.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm not many beja a tier for near for. And at the same time, no, next week, you'll be going into details about cases here about family things are ube to media court. And you'll be found one after the other. Now you're digesting, you're going into details. How are ube to me present two case to the court? And at the same time, no, the sort of evidences you need to, because ultimately, if you be on court, now we expect judge and they say, me boama. There be. It's not easy because family law is the most sensitive area of the law I've come across. Emotionally. Now we a lawyer now one for we see from how much justice to prevail. I bet you'll be caught up somewhere.
Wow.
Yo, me that say Dr. Rain and for near for. But the American is FB solicitors here were backing. And at the same time, no nipa boni ni be at the end now. Say ye be Zoom meeting. They say crowd there from Sabe Alata Casa to Ghana Casa. Yen share your husu ye.
You are Ghana ni essentially.
I don't know. What brain when you usika? Memma obi mfa sebe say oh click away so my send will be me aso na when you access to where you know. Bear in mind, ma wani na hono mo na yen hwe ye hu so yie. Yo, me da say Dr. Rain.
Yo.
Yes,
so that FB solicitors was it. Abusia, I had a dance and panabisi. Catch us up on Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sanso on a Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. And we've done over 30 minutes. I told so. Yeah, the Munina Masnama Botre, Samunya, and me a church. Lawyer, yes, yeah, that's. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye bye.